welcome back to the channel. It's Friday. How are we doing? Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you with me. It's amazing Juan Soto picked the Mets over the Yankees because of incentives. It must be nice to be Juan Soto. It must be nice to sign a 15-year, $675 million deal, the largest free agent deal in MLB history. I want $675 million in a luxury suite for my family. How about me? $760 million a year from the Yankees? Not quite enough. These are some of the contract incentives that Juan Soto has in his deal. Listen up. He gets $500,000 for first place, winning the MVP. $350,000 for finishing second. $150,000 for finishing third through fifth, and $1 million for subsequent MVP. He has a luxury suite for home games, 4 premium seats at home, including the luxury seat, security for the family, home, and road. Look, listen, now we know why he left the Yankees for the Mets. This is why. Steve Cohen is treating him like royalty. I don't know anybody who would turn something like that down. I certainly wouldn't. I would have left the Bronx for Queens if a team gave me all that too. Like, it was nice knowing you, but see you later. I'm going to the Mets where I'm being treated like a king. And look, I'm all for a player getting his money, but the way this turned out, Juan Soto comes off as greedy and piggish. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good he is. That's a lot of money for one player. $765 million? You can get that for 4 players. And they're not all created the same. I mean, the reason why Juan Soto is getting the royal treatment is because he's a generational talent and the Mets were desperate. That's it. That's just how bad Steve Cohen wanted Juan Soto. The only thing he didn't give his star outfielder is a private island or a private jet. You gave him basically everything else that you should just go ahead and give him the private island and the jet. I think it's stupid money for one player, I really do. But at the same time, Juan Soto has earned an enormous payday. So listen, again, I support everybody getting as much money as they can. Get your money. I mean, you really need MVP incentives, a luxury suite, and all this other stuff when you're making $51 million a year? You really need all that? And security on and off the road? How about the other players? So they don't get security for their family? They don't get a luxury suite? I think people that been around Steve Cohen knows how he does business and that he's not afraid to spend outrageously. This is an owner who will do whatever he has to do to put a winning product on the field. If that's having to pay one man whatever he wants and give him anything and everything, then so be it. He's my guy. Let's make it happen. Okay? Let's make him happy. We want to keep him in a Mets uniform for a long time. We got to give him what he wants. I know he's a good-looking guy and a 5-tool guy and all that, but there's an insane level of special treatment at play here. It's like he's being granted some kind of privilege. It used to be where making millions would satisfy the player. Not now. Not anymore. These professional athletes were given an inch, and now they are taking that inch for miles. It feels to me like many of these players are way more entitled these days. People that act this way have a serious entitlement issue. There's just a certain level of entitlement that Juan Soto has, and he oftentimes wear it on his sleeve. Now, you're going to have other players, baseball players in the foreseeable future, begging, negotiating, threatening, or bribing to have their demands met Well, Juan Soto got his family a luxury suite. How about me? So why can I get a suite for my family? Why can't I get it? He got one, so I should be able to get it too. I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff that can create animosity in the clubhouse. It boggles my mind that one player can get anything and everything he wants. You already got $765 million. Was that not good enough? What? This is what you wanted? A franchise to pamper you, cater to you, and just treat you like a king? It's a franchise obviously owned by someone who is willing to give a big name player the world and beyond. It was that serious. Cohen wanted Juan Soto. I mean, that's how bad he wanted this guy on his team. The desperation was there. This Juan Soto deal is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. It's crazy. I tell you what, Soto better play. He better perform if he's getting that kind of money and a suite and everything else. How is it going to look in June when he's batting .220 with no home runs? What if he's slumping? Then what? And when you have special requests asking for suites, your own parking space, premium seats, what does that say about you as the player? What it says to me is that you're paying a guy who thinks he's above everybody else. The other thing is, he clearly hated being in Aaron Judge's shadow. And what I think is that his fragile ego couldn't handle it. So he opted to leave for the other New York franchise, not only for the extra $5 million, but so he can be treated like a king and have all his needs taken care of without any effort on his part. You're some kind of special. And I mean very special when an owner hands you everything. It's like a spoiled kid basically getting everything he wants. Oh, Mom, I want this. Okay, son, you can have it. And I know a spoiled kid when I see one because I was spoiled rotten. I didn't want for anything. My parents wanted to give me the best life. And I can say, as a kid, I had the best life. I literally had everything I wanted. From toys, to books, to clothes, to video games, to food. I can't think of a time when I was without. I didn't have to worry about things or being without. And I'll be honest. At times I have to check myself because I feel entitled. And it's probably because of my upbringing and how it was for me growing. No one owes you anything. I feel almost as if my parents gave me too much. That's what I think Cohen did here. What next? Juan Soto is going to ask for. What's next? He's going to hand Soto the keys to his Ferrari, his Mercedes, or whatever he drives. He's going to let Soto and his family sleep in his guest room in his Florida home. It doesn't surprise me that Cohen spent a fortune on him. I would rather, spend on 4 players than just one. I would wonder what other players would say about this signing and all the perks that come with it, with the contract Juan Soto is getting. I wonder how they feel about this because now they're probably looking at this and saying, wait a minute, I'm on this team too and he's getting all of this and I'm not getting it? How come I don't get a luxury suite? Why don't I have a luxury suite? Hey, I've been here longer. Shouldn't I be getting the same thing that he's getting? But, Juan Soto is in a league of his own. He's a rare breed. He's a different type of player. Yes, he's a generational talent. But still, I think some players are going to take issue with this. When Russell Wilson was in Denver as the quarterback there, he had his own office, and players didn't like it. They became disgruntled. There was a lot going on in that locker room. A lot of fiction. A lot of people not getting along because of that. And this is the kind of stuff that can tear teams apart. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it can lead to that with the incentives that Juan Soto got, because you're going to have some players that be a little jealous of that. They're envious of that. They're like, okay, well, how come I don't have the security? How come I don't have the luxury suite? Well, then other players are going to start wanting luxury suites. What if Frankie Lindor goes up to Steve Cohen and said, hey, what about me? I want a luxury suite for my family as well. Can I have a luxury suite? Then the next thing you know, another player is asking for a luxury suite. Now you're handing out luxury suites to everybody because you gave one to Juan Soto. You know, and I understand Juan Soto's a great player. I think he's going to go down as a top 15 player to ever do it and all that stuff. But my goodness, you basically gave him the entire franchise. You gave your entire franchise to him. I mean, it's your franchise. Do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, this could mean bad things for the Mets organization moving forward. I didn't know he had all these incentives until I read up on it today. I was like, wow. You know, but that shows you how bad Steve Cohen wanted him. He gave him everything he wanted to get him to sign with the team, and it worked. And now Juan Soto is a New York Met. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm out of here now. I got to get going. We'll talk very soon. I got to end this and wrap it up very quick. But, guys, talk to you guys again very soon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you guys like my content, please do that for me. And we'll talk again very soon. Take care, everyone. Peace.